our learning target and read it for me.
I can explain that there is one line that passes through a given point when a slope is given.
Yep. So thank you very much, Gianna. So we've done this before. We did this in our review last week. So we know that a straight line is going to go through the, and I'll kind of just show you here, the coordinate plane. So on my example, I gave you guys just 2 points, and Najla said, well, why can't I just use that point? The truth of the matter is when we go back to our learning target right here, is that as long as the line meets perfectly on a point that's perfect on the grid or intersects on the grid and touches the line, then it is a point. Hey, cut that out and go home. I mean, you are home, but leave. Out. Go. Menace. Okay. So, for our opening exercise, you guys are going to kind of collaborate together on A, B, C, and D. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you guys who is going to do A together, who is going to do B together, and C together, and so forth, okay? So it says examine each of these graphs and their equations. Identify the coordinates of the point where the line, so we're looking at this line, intersects the y-axis. And then you guys are going to like do a little text box and you'll say the relationship between the line and the graph is whatever. So you can tell me if it's a positive relationship, a negative relationship. You can make up your own relationship, but you must describe the rate of change. So I'm going to come back here. We're going to look to see who's in here. We have 14 people. Perfect. Alan, Ariana, Ashley, and Charlize and Sierra take A. So you guys can type back and forth to each other or however you want to do that. Then we have Jayana, Johanna, Maritza, Najla take B. Valeria, Yasmin, Yodaris take C. It's in the chat. Okay. I'll recopy it to you. Give me 1 second, okay? I see it now. All right. To make sure that you got that. And it said that there was an additional person in here. I think I counted myself twice. So I suck as a person. So I'll do D. Is that fair? So you guys go ahead and start talking about where does the line touch on the y-axis. And I'll zoom out a little bit so we can all see. Where does the line touch on the y-axis? And what is the relationship to the slope? And remember, you guys can be typing on this as well while I'm also typing on it. So we all can be working on it at once. And so hopefully this kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of what we're looking for. And then you guys can go ahead. So I said for D, I said the line touches on the y-axis at 0, -4. I didn't even have to look, but I did check to make sure that it was on -4, okay? And I know that it's on -4 because my B that is constant and also my y-intercept is at -4. So I said the line touches at the y-axis at 0, -4. So that means x is 0. The slope is positive. I know that it's positive because it has no negative sign. And I said this means that the rate of change will increase by 5, and I should say on the y-axis, for every 1 unit on the x-axis. So I want you guys to go ahead and look at yours. Nice. I see that. I see that there. And let me get group, whoever the last group, group B, to do theirs as well. Let's see if you can make these into 4 statements. And I'll scroll down again so you can see mine. So that middle group, there we go. I see someone typing now. I'm going to come back here really quick. You should still be able to work on that. I just want to see the chat comments. We have 16 people. I'm presenting. Hi, Kaylee. If you want to help out with letter B, that would be really good. Come back. Hey, Mapoy. You're muted, just so that you know. Okay, so let's look at B. There we go. I see you typing. Where does it touch at? There we go. And it is going to rise how many units? Okay, I like what's going on A. I see Charlize. Good job. Najla. So we're looking for someone else to join Najla there. Good job. Yeah, so it increases by 1 on number A and increases by 1 on what axis? The Y or the X? Down here, are we decreasing or increasing by 2 on letter B? Do you know what that said, Mapoy?
Yeah, I got it.
I see it decreases by 2. So for every time that it decreases by 2, it will move positive by 3 on the x-axis. Because remember, it's like a battery. So let me grab this markup tool. So let's look here. I'm surely I have. I don't want a text highlighter. That's booty. Okay. So let's look at this letter B, guys. We have -2. They're correct. Line touches at 0, -2. Okay. But we have this situation where we have a negative. So this means one of two things. It means that I can increase by 2. So this is plus 2. I can rise 2. But because it's negative, I have to go left 3. Or I can do the opposite. And I can decrease by 3 or 2. 1, 2. I swear I just clicked this green. Decrease by 2. Okay. So this is negative 2. And if I decrease by 2, the opposite of that has to be to the right 3. So it's like a battery. You have to have a positive and a negative, okay? And so however you describe the rate of change there is up to you guys, okay? I like the random line. Not sure, but go for it. Here, there are some other people in Najla's group, but they just kind of left her hanging, so let me help her out. It's negative 3. So it does touch this 7. We know that it's a positive 7. So same thing. She can go down 3. 1, 2, 3. Which means that if she has a negative 3, every whole number is over what other whole number? Type it in the inbox. What number is beneath every whole number? That's a whole number. We getting any comments?
No, they were just talking about sharing. Oh, there we go. 1.
1. Yeah. So that means I go over by 1. Or I can do the opposite here, which means I go up 3 and then this way 1. So positive 3, negative 1. All right, guys, I want to talk about this. So go ahead and unmute yourselves. But before you unmute yourselves, I want to show you something to do with your microphones, okay? So hold off here. You can adjust the volume level of your microphones. Somewhere. I don't know. It was before you joined. But you can just turn your volume down so that there isn't any echo. So if you guys would go ahead and unmute yourself and let's talk about this, that would be really great, okay? So we're going to talk about A first, together as a class. What made letter A easy to find in terms of finding where the line touched the y-axis? There's no right or wrong answer. You can unmute yourself and talk. Some of you may have used the equation. Some of you may have not. I just want to hear your thinking. Hey, Chris. Nope, I lied. Ariana. There we go. Did you use the equation to tell you where the line touched on the axis, or did you use the graph? This is like painfully slow. Hello. Hi, kids. Somebody checked out. Okay, I'm going to assume they got it. I'm just going to move on. Okay. So here's what you're going to do today. Oh, wait. Did we just get a
Yep.
type? Okay, the graph. There we go. Nice. Okay, let's go back up here. What else did someone say?
What was the question? It lagged.
Oh, okay. The question was, did you use the graph or did you use the equation to tell you where the line met on the y axis? And you said the graph. I used the equation. Did anyone else use the equation?
Ariana also said the graph.
Okay. So I use the equation, and today you guys are going to do the reverse. So you're actually going to use the graph to basically make the equation onto the graph. So if you were using the graph to figure out where it was, then we need to start using our slope intercept to figure out how to put it on a graph. And that's what we're going to do today. So I've already put the notes in the notes section for you. The first thing that we need to review is that this equation right here is called slope intercept form. So if you understand that, give yourself a check mark. Okay. M represents slope. Does anyone know, or can anyone type in the equation right next to that for me? What is the formula we use to find slope? Anybody can do it, doesn't matter. Nice. Like it. Very good. And I'll do the little line in between for you. I don't know. Oh, wow. I don't know who did that, but you're excellent. Okay. The next thing that we're going to see is that the rules. This is how we graph. Whoa. This is how we're going to graph today. So let me get a volunteer to read how we're going to graph our graphs today. Right here, starting with to graph a line.
Jayana, go ahead and read it.
Oh my gosh. What the heck did I say? To graph a line from the slope-intercept, form a linear equation. Begin with the known point 0, b, and then use the slope to find the second point. Connect the points to graph the equation.
Yeah, thank you very much. So you guys already know this. So I was really shocked when a lot of you said, well, I was just using the graph. You didn't have to use the graph to find all that information because you know y is here. You know the slope is here. X is unknown. This is going to be positive or negative, and that this is your y-intercept. So I know that my y-intercept in this particular example is going to be 0, comma, what is going to be my y? Shout it out. I don't care. Type it out. Doesn't matter to me.
2/3.
So I appreciate you taking that. Let's go back up and review our notes. M is our slope. B, so look where we put that. We put the M here and the B here. So what is our B that will touch the Y? Yep, good job. 1. So then that means that my first point that I'm going to put is going to be on 0, 1. Now, using this, what does the 2/3 tell me to do? Someone help her out. Someone else.
Is that telling you how much to move?
Rise 2 and run 3.
Rise 2. Yes. Yes, Jayana, it's telling me how much to move. And whoever said rise 2 and run 3, excellent as well. And they're both positive. So do I have to worry about opposites? No. So from here, I'm going to rise 2. So 1, 2. And then I'm going to move to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. Let me try to get it right on there because I'm cross-eyed. And this is all you have to do using an equation to graph. Oh my gosh, like I'm almost making like real straight lines, guys. This is awesome. Okay, and that's it. Let's look at example 2. It says name the slope. So someone I have not heard from. Miss McCoy, find someone new.
I haven't heard from Alan yet. Is she still
Nope.
on here?
Alan, what is my slope in this one? What is slope? What is my letter M? Is somebody screaming for help? Someone help him out. What is the slope at this point?
-3/4.
Thank you. So this means that I'm either going to go down 3. Oh. Go down 3 and positive 4, or the opposite. Okay, someone other than, why can't I spell today? Someone other than Jayana, tell me what is my intercept?
Maritza.
-2.
Good job. So if my y-intercept is -2, then my x is going to be 0. Very good. And so I can graph that just based on what I know. So the first point I'm going to put is right here's my 0. So I'm going to go to -2. Guys, looking at my graph, does it want me to go down or up? It doesn't really matter. I have enough room to do both, so I'm going to do both. So I'm going to go down. Ooh, whoa, I don't want that there. How do I get rid of that? Undo that. So I'm going to go down 3. 1, 2, 3. If I went down 3, do I go right or left 4?
Right.
Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's rise and run there. Now, if I go up 3, 1, 2, 3, am I going left or right 4?
Left.
Nice. Whoever said that. Excellent. And now, just based off of the numbers in the slope-intercept equation, I can make an entire graph. So I'm going to use my shapes. And to the best of my ability, I'm going to graph. So would this be positive or negative? The slope?
Negative.
Yep, and that is verified right here by having a -3/4, guys. Let's look at example 3. Okay, first thing it wants me to do is to name the slope. Someone tell me what my slope is.
4.
4, okay. Where'd that go? M is equal to 4. So this means that I rise 4 and do what? How many times?
Go down 7.
Nope.
Go right.
Right 1. Good job. Who can tell me what the coordinates for my y-intercept is?
-7.
Do you know what x is? Yep, 0, -7. Good job, guys. So the first point that I'm going to do, am I going to start 4 and 1, or am I going to start at 0, 7? Where should I start?
4 and 1.
Ooh, go back to the top. Where did we always start first?
0,
0
7.
and 7.
Yep, so I'm going to start at 0, -7. My slope tells me that it is positive, so am I going up or down, guys?
So up.
Yep, how many? What's this number?
4.
So go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What number is it over? What is my run?
1.
1. Okay. Yep. So from this number, I go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I run 1 again. And that is how we graph that. Oh, I hate it when they're like super special lines, like super skinny lines, because I don't do skinny very well. Obviously. Do you see how I messed that up? I mean, like, I'm going to fix it. I think I can grab it. I can. This thing is booty.
Grab the circle, maybe.
Thanks, my boy. You're the best. Yay! Yes! Yes! Okay. All right. Group work. This is easy. We're going to start out here. I need someone to type in slope and someone to type in the y-intercept. I don't care. Let's go ahead and do this. Get moving, kids. We don't have long. The more the merriers. If you know what the y-intercept is, type it. If you know what the slope is, type it. Bam, whoever bossed that. Many of you's bossed that. Nice. Let's go on. So now we're going to graph it. We said our slope was -4. So someone put a 0, -4 dot using the drawing thing for me. Just one person. Or all of you. Doesn't matter. 0, -4. McCoy, do you remember what they said our slope was?
What?
What did they say the slope was? It was 5, 2.
I think so.
Okay. Y-intercept was 0, nice people. Now someone do the rise 5 and run 2. Give me my other dots. Nice. Anybody want to attempt a line using shapes? Probably do it better than I can. Look at all those colors. All right. Nice. Nice. All of yous. Let's move on. Let's keep doing this. Wait, let me be a good teacher. Does anyone have any questions before we move on? Oh my God, Marshall. That's so foul. What a rude dog. Do any of you have questions? questions? You have one? No? Rise, run, 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 run. My dog was burping. Oh, wait, someone said. Oh, hi.
No
Thank you,
questions.
Johanna. Okay. Ooh, we're killing it. Let's go back. Continue to learn. Okay, go ahead. Type it in. Fill it in. I need my slope and my y-intercept. I don't know why you're acting like you don't like me now. No, don't come over here. Don't. Nice. For my slope, can someone tell me how much I will run, please? I'm not talking to you. Stop pouting. Put your lip back in. Nice person. Good job, people. All right, let's go ahead and graph it. Makes me want to sing 50 Cent songs. I don't care what you'll say about me. Never mind. Can't sing the rest of that song. It's a good song. Someone start my intercept. My little doggy, you're so cute. That's a nice. So this only leaves me the opportunity to go down. So I'm going to go down. How many? And then am I going left or right? One time. Plot your next point. Look at them. They're scared. They're like, Miss Tetrick, we don't want to mess up. Don't worry, kids. I'll erase your mess up. Ah, yes, 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 yes. Anybody else? Yes. Anybody else? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, if you think you can make a straighter line, do it. Yes, 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 yes. This is not for you. Go away. You're still in my teaching thunder. This is why they don't let dogs go to school. All right. No, that's bad. That's a bad line. I don't know who did that one, but that's a bad line. This looks great. Okay. Ooh, wait a second. Try to do this one, y'all. This one's easy. Don't get caught up. Ooh, who was the PIMP that did that? Who typed that? Who typed that? Mind your business, dog. These kids are doing great, and you're like here growling and barking and stuff. They don't care. All right, now here, don't get caught up. If I have a 1, yeah, come on, give me the other one. Give it. Give it. 1 over what? Hallelujah. 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 Let's graph it. Let's have many points. Hey, put that other 1 back. Who stole that 1? Thank you. Now let's graph it. Shh, you're not being very kind. I rise 1. Okay, from that point, someone else rise 1 and go over 1. Here. There we go. From that point, someone go up 1 and over 1. There, you got kisses. People are going to think I'm nice. All right, draw me a line. Ooh, who was this genius?
Nice.
Well, let's just keep going, kids. Oh my gosh, look at them. Now somebody draw a line. This dog is killing me. Go. Oh my gosh. And so therefore, does this prove, who remembers what I said about y equals x? What type of line does it make? Goes through the
Origin is what someone put.
Yes, always goes through the origin. and it's slanted and is Marshall. These kids are amazing. They're amazing. They're amazing. Oh my God. Wait a second. Now it says graph the point 0 to. I think we jumped ahead over here. Did we jump ahead? We did. So this one we don't care about because you guys did all that there. Now it wants us to find another point on the graph using this slope. Draw a different slope. Okay. For this part, we're going to skip. So what it's saying is that if our slope was not, if it was not 1, 1 and it was 2, 7 instead, would we have the same answer? Yes or no? Think about it. Who said it?
Someone said no.
Yeah, we wouldn't have the same answer, right? Because it wouldn't then be y equals x. And so that's really good that you are smart enough to notice that. Okay. Ooh. So assume you put $10 in the bank. Let's look at number 5. Let me make sure I'm not doing some independent work for you. No, I'm not. Okay. We don't have much longer. So let's do this and I'll get you guys started. Go away. You're too big. Okay. Assume you put $10 into a savings account. When you open the account, I read that wrong, but whatever. 8 weeks later, you have a total of $24. You assume that you save the same amount every week. So let's look at this and the y equals mx plus b. What was the beginning balance that I had? What did I put in there? What was my initial fee? Don't be scared.
$10.
$10. Yeah, that was my fee, okay? What is my rate? Think about it. What is my rate? How long do I leave it in there?
8 weeks.
Nice. So 8. And do I know how much I'm earning for each of the 8 weeks?
No.
No, but I do have a total, correct?
Yes.
And what is my total?
24.
Nice. So with word problems, all you do is plug in the concept of your total is going to be equal to your rate times your unknown x plus or minus your fee. Okay. So this is where this is going to get a little crazy. It says identify the slope and the y-intercept. I want you guys to type the slope. I'll get you started. M equals, and then y-intercept over here. Tell me what they are. And don't get caught up in the actual equation. What is my y-intercept? And what is my slope? Type it in there. Type it in there. Type it in there. I have a slope. Nice. 8 over what? 8 over what? Oh, nice. 0, 10. 8 over what? 8 over 0? Don't make me come through this computer. I can't. This thing's too small. 8 over, thank you. Okay, now, That means, children, that we are going to start at where on this? What's our y-intercept? This is y. So we're going to start where? On what number? Plot it. This is 0. Nice. Perfect. And we are going to rise how many? 8. And go over how many? So before you move to your next number, notice that these are 2. So 2, 4. Busted you. Erase those booties. Those are boo-boos. You didn't pay attention to the graph. Burr, burr, burr. Erase them. Use your little eraser. Get rid of your ugly dots. Okay. Pay attention to the graph. 2, 4, 6, 8. My next point should be at 16 over 1. 2, 4, 6, 8 over 1. Okay? See if you guys can see that and do that as well. Nope. You're still on the y. Whoever's right here, you're on the y-axis. You can't be on the y-axis because our y-axis is 10. Get off the y-axis. Whoever did this little purple thing, get off of there. I'm not judging you, but I'm telling you to leave. Now you just messing with me, and I can't have that. Okay. Now, is anyone confused about how we got from here to here? The reason why we did not go all the way up here, which would have been counting 8 units, is because the units are labeled by 2. So we had to be very careful to follow what were the units on the y-axis. So I'm going to go ahead and make my line to the best of my ability. And based off of this graph, just looking at the graph, how much am I making each week? Just looking at the graph each week. Type it next to the little, type it somewhere over here. We know I made a total of 24 altogether. Our graph supports that because it goes right up to the 24. So for every 1 week, I make how much? For every 1 week, I make how much? Don't forget that you started at 10. Talk it out, guys. Type it out, talk it out. Solve it out if you have to. So I already have $10, so that doesn't include my 24. This is 2 weeks. Okay. So that means I made how much? If you're having trouble reading the graph, can you solve for X? Try that. So it's a little hard to see on this graph that every week that you're making $1.75, okay? And that's because if you look here, you're having trouble seeing that it's just taking slowly a little bit of each more. You would have to have more information with you guys being beginners to figure this out. So what I did is I went back up here, subtracted 10 from both sides, gave me 14. 14 divided by 8 is 1 3/4. So that told me how much I make each week, okay? Could any other any other line represent this situation? So what if you went up 7 and over 5? Let's try that. We're going to start at 10 again. Here. But this time we're going to go up 7 and over 5. So 2, 4, 6. Where would 7 be? Would it be at the 18 or in the middle?
In the middle.
Thank you. And then I'm going to go over 5. Oops, I'm trying to get it. And I'm going to draw a line here, and I want you guys to look at the question that it's asking. It's asking, would you be able to represent that information that with the same amount of money? Would you have the same amount of money each week? Does it look like it's going in the same direction, guys?
No.
No.
A lot of no's.
So in this case, for this graph, I think you would make like what, $5 a week? So this slope right here to me would be a better deal. Because here I'm making $1.75 a week. But here on this one, over a gradual period of time, I would make more money. So this is a very steep, fast rise, which means I'm making a smaller amount over time. So it's going to take a longer amount of time to get to the amount of money that I want. Okay, so right here, we're going to put no. And the only thing I did was take this and divide this, the slope, which gave me, I think, 1.4. Okay. And then I knew that I had 14, and I divided that by 1.4, and that gave me 5. So in this situation, guys, I just solved the equation solving for x, okay? You don't have to do this one unless you want to practice it, but given our time, we are going to go ahead and part. For the graphs here, let me show you how to make the graphs here. What you're going to do when you want to make graphs is you're going to come to insert image. So make sure you pay close attention. You're going to go to Google search. It'll make you log in. Maybe, maybe not. And you're going to type in coordinate plane. And I would just choose this very first one, okay? It will insert the image, and you can drop it here and just label it number 1. Okay? So that you can graph it. Are there any questions on where to get the graphs for numbers 1 through 6 of your independent work, or 1 through 10 of your independent work? Stop presenting. Any questions, guys?
They said no.
Okay. Are we feeling like we understand that, or Hey, Yasmin, I see you're 12. I see you're 8. Was that helpful to you guys on how to look at the equation and then graph versus looking at the graph and then the equation? Perfect. Perfect. Now, before you guys go, I want to explain 2 things to you. Mondays, you don't have to have a meeting with us. You can request a meeting with us. Try to request that meeting on Sunday so that we know in advance. Fridays, you can also request a small group meeting with us as well. Or maybe like you want to work with Mapoy or you want to work with me. It doesn't matter. Most of the time, if you say you're going to work with Mapoy, I'll tag team so that I can do the moving and the fielding. So it's always going to be with both of us. But whoever you choose to do the teaching is fine. We don't care. Just try to let us know in advance. I'm going to try to be cognizant and not make Google documents of things for you guys for your homework that will be coming up. Tomorrow's assignment will have some front loading on the notes. Okay. So try to really get this assignment done tonight. That way you can ask questions about it tomorrow. Okay. Are there any questions that you guys have from us? Hey, Katie. Okay. Also, final thing, and then I'll let you guys go and you can sign out. Use Friday to make up missing assignments. Don't use Tuesday through Thursday. So if you're missing assignments, just start fresh every week and use Friday to work on your old assignments. Because if you don't do that, what happens is you guys continue to fall behind, and we don't want that. So Friday, all you'll have on Fridays now are your math minutes and time for you guys to work on your old assignments. Okay. On Mondays, we'll try to give you maybe a question or your timed length on Prodigy or Khan Academy. And the reason is because right now we can't do your Khan Academy. I can't grade your Khan Academy because a lot of you are still missing your assignments. And if I put in an E's, which I have, then a lot of you will end up failing, and we don't want that, okay? So please make sure that you guys are working very hard to get everything done, okay? Any questions on how to use your Monday and Friday? All right. Much love to you all. We do miss you. I had like the weirdest thing. Oh my gosh, let me show you. I have this emoji that looks like little Leatherberry.
Oh, I saw it. I saw it.
Tell me it doesn't. Whoa, what? Who are you? Oh man, they want to do Girl Scouts. Okay, anyways, I'm going to show you the little Leatherberry. Let me know if they can see it on the thing. Why do I have so many Kirby Scotts and everybody else on here? This is how much we miss you guys. Is that like literally... Tell me that it doesn't look like a little Leatherberry. It does! Anyways, bruh, it does. Look. See, we miss you. Oh my gosh, I can make one of Alan. I do. I have a shook. I have a what's that Nintendo Switch character named Alan Maldonado. All right, we miss you guys. I know it's sad. But you are free to leave. Have a very blessed day doing your work. Bye, guys. Get rid of these kids. I'm hanging up. It will still record afterwards, just so that you know. Bye.